folks, last night's game versus the Flames. We're going to break it all down for you and get into the next tilt versus the Sabers. Right here on the Ozone.
You're in the offensive zone, your place for Leafs hockey.
Hey folks, welcome to the Ozone. That's Coach. I'm KD. I don't know, we're missing someone. Welcome to the Ozone. We're going to break down that game that we had last night with the Flames. It's a bit of a nail-biter. Coach, I'm going to start it off with you. What do you got?
Well, it's a great win. That's a tough team. Really like the way we came out and came back in the third period. Not always the way we do things. I liked a few things. First off, I guess it was the 90-year anniversary of Maple Leaf Gardens opening. I think I got a ticket stub here.
Yep.
This is from 1978. I was 9 years old. I think it was my first game, one of them. Here's dating myself. It was against the Cleveland Barons. Leafs won 5-3. And Daryl Sittler had a pair in that one. So that's a long time ago. Great barn, by the way. But so that's nice. I think, in terms of the game itself, I kind of like that Calgary has a guy that's even softer than our stars. It must drive Daryl Sutter crazy to watch John Hockey play. I know I got a couple guys on my beer league team, Marv and Kaner. They can't even watch. Johnny Gaudreau is so soft. He's great. We were talking about it earlier off screen here. He's great in a random November Friday night game. He's got some room. He can make some plays. He had an assist. But he's just on the periphery. Even Mitch Marner is like, boy, that guy is soft. And it must drive a guy like Daryl Sutter crazy. And then the last thing I'll say, Willie Nylander's been great, but by far to me the best player this year for the Leafs, easy, has been Jack Campbell. It's not even close. Mm-hmm. He's the only guy of any of the Leafs that's in the top 10 in any category, and he's in the top 10 in 3. He's 5th in goals against, 1.82. He's 6th in save percentage, 939, actually a little bit better than Freddie. And he's 3rd in shutouts. He's been tremendous this year. He's actually maybe too good because we got to find a way to sign him.
Yeah.
But anyway, Devo, that's what I liked. Really, a lot of excitement for a 2-1 game.
Yeah. A lot of excitement. There might be a little bit of excitement here, too. Hey, if we get KD coming in. Hey! So he's coming right into the recording, ladies and gentlemen. KD is joining us midstream. KD, we were just talking about what we liked about last game. You get yourself sorted there.
Cameras on cameras.
Anyways, I want to double down on 36. He was great. I got to say, I'm a little bit concerned that he's going to get a call about the Olympics. And as a Leafs fan, frankly, I don't want any of our players playing in the Olympics, and I got a bad feeling that a whole bunch of them are going to go, and that might be put some jeopardy into the second half of our year.
Hey Devo, who you got? You got Matthews, right?
Matthews
and Nylander
for sure.
Who else do you think?
Well, I mean, you said it at the top. The best player we've on the Leafs is 36. I would not be surprised if he goes. I really wouldn't. And then, Marner. I could see Marner going. So, I don't know what KD's doing. Halloween was last week, but there he goes.
There he goes. All right.
So,
yeah, I think Marner's 50-50 to make that team. He sure didn't look like it in the first 2 weeks, but he's rebounded nicely.
Yeah.
And let's face it, you don't really have to be a hard player to play in the Olympics. Lots of room, lots of skill. He'd fit in well there, unfortunately for us.
Yes. So, what didn't you like about that game?
Sounds good. Okay, Devo, here's what I didn't like. I didn't like the goal against, And being the coach, I'm going to break this down for you. I'm going to go second by second. This is an 11-second stretch in the third period where Calgary scores. Here's the first second. At the 15-16 mark, you can see the clock in the top. It actually starts out great. Kerfoot makes a great pass to Riley here in the slot, and Riley's going to get a high danger shot right from the middle. So if we move it forward to the next pick, Riley has taken the shot, and he hit iron. You can see the ref saying no goal. So we're able to get the rebound back. Tavares, as you can see, is getting the rebound, but he's deep. He's got a foot on the goal line. We have two guys below the goal line, Riley, who took the shot, and Marner. Three guys deep. Kerfoot has done a nice job. He's backing up for Riley. We're going to show him next. But here, this is the situation, okay? Three guys deep. The fourth guy can't come deep. But if we turn it one more second later, here's Kerfoot. And Kerfoot gets in deep. Tavares tries to hit him with a pass. Kerfoot shows up. And instead of playing cautiously, he goes all in on this puck. He goes where he's not invited to go too aggressively. Kind of like Donkey in the movie Shrek. You see Donkey, Shrek opens the door. He says, "Can I stay with you, please?" Shrek opens the door and he burns right in there and he's on his chair. "Hey, we're going to stay up late swapping manly stores. In the morning, I'm making waffles." But he's in there. He's not invited in there. He shouldn't go in there. Just like Kerfoot shouldn't go in there. Because if we switch ahead 1 second later, he's already beat. He's beat here. And he's never a factor in the rest of the play. So we had all kinds of pressure, great chances, and he's beat. But the good news for him is Marner, as you can see, 16, is on his way back. So we're okay. We fast forward another second. It looks like it might be a 2-on-1. But look where the puck is in the next slide at center ice. Puck's at center. Brody is in great shape, right along the dots, playing the inside of this. Marner's a little ahead of the second guy, and he's in perfect shape in the middle of the ice. All he needs to do is to go from there towards the near post, and it's a 2-on-3, really. Kerfoot's got the trailer. Everything is great here. Marner's got him backed up. It's so good, you don't see him in the slide, but Tavares goes to change. There's no trouble here. Well, look what happens just 1 second later. Marner goes from the perfect position to, in the next picture, way out of whack. Where did he go? Why did he go there? He's in the middle of the ice. He's protecting everything, and he slows down, goes around the other Calgary guy to play the guy with the puck. Brody doesn't know what to do here. He's gone from the best position to a terrible position, Marner. This is what must have been going through his head as he looks at the way this play is shaking out. He must be looking like Ron Burgundy. Like, I immediately regret this decision. Because it's a 2-on-3 with Riley chasing, who you might have seen here, to John Hockey being able to flip a little pass in here, and he does, and this is how it ends. So 11 seconds later, from Riley getting a shot in the slot, there's a little mini breakaway coming, and of course that goes in the net. We're down 1-0. We talk all the time about structure. Devo, you bring it up. KD, you bring it up. Well, the structure on this back check, first off, the structure and pinching when you can't, that's bad. This was worse. That's what I didn't like in an otherwise really enjoyable game.
Yeah, it's great point. It was a tough goal. Don't know what Marner was doing there. I'll tell you what I didn't like. This is going to be my grapes moment. Because it's really been an issue for the last 3 or 4 games, actually. I think I brought it up a couple of podcasts ago. It's the refs. Not necessarily the calls or no calls. That's going to happen game in and game out. Sometimes you get bad games. But they're not dropping the puck, and it's driving me nuts. I mean, I don't know if the people are watching at home, if you've noticed this. How many offensive zone times do we get our guys kicked out of the draw? I can't remember 91 getting a draw. He gets thrown out before he even sets up. Drop the puck. Let the players play the game. They're getting in the way of the game. You've got some high-priced centers out there that people have paid a lot of money to go see. They don't pay them to play the wing. Let them take the face off. I don't know why you're not dropping the puck. It drives me crazy. That's all I got there. Let's get into some predictions. I'm going to start. I predict Katie's not going to join us.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid one. I think he tried a little minute ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, Coach, what do you got?
Well, okay, so what I've got, longtime listeners of the podcast will know, I'm going to give you a 4-1 win and Matthews gets one. But I'm going to change it up this time.
Okay.
Young Joseph Wall gets his start tonight in Buffalo. And so I'm going to predict that the young man gets his first NHL win tonight in a 5-3 win. And instead of 34 scoring, maybe in addition to Austin Matthews scoring, I'm going to say Morgan Riley gets one. Leafs are near the bottom of the league. Only one defense goal this year. Mm-hmm. I'm going to say that changes, and I think Riley gets one. My other prediction would be the crowd is going to be about 50% Leafs. I don't know if you Leaf fans have ever been to a game in Buffalo. I got a picture here. This isn't even in the stands. This is walking into the arena. It's about 3 years ago I was at a game there. There's just blue and white everywhere. It must drive the people crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say that you're going to hear all kinds of Go Leafs, Go chants and everything. So it should be almost like a home game for the Buds. And then one last thing, sort of future looking here. I'm going to say that Dubas doubles down and improves by upgrading at left wing sometime between now and Christmas. Early. No, so not waiting to the trade deadline. Here's the reason. Any of the four lines, look at any of those lines, the left winger is the worst player on that line. I don't think Bunting can keep up with the Matthews line.
Yeah.
Kerfoot was pretty decent yesterday, but he's okay. I don't know if he's a top six guy. Maybe he's better on a third line. Engvall, hit and miss. He's a favorite of the podcast.
We love him.
But he's kind of hit and miss. And Nick Richie, he's played 15 games. He has 2 assists.
Yes.
He plays on the power play. He played 5 or 6 games on the first line. Nothing. Not getting anything out of him. Yes, he's looked better lately, but we got to get some production there. It can't just be centers and right wing.
Yeah.
I've loved Kasha. Obviously, Nylander's been great. Simmons is even good, and then Marner. We're great. We're great everywhere else.
Yeah.
Everywhere else. But left wing, I'm predicting we're going to upgrade.
I guess we get Mikheyev coming back pretty soon. We're going to have to talk about that coming up in a couple of weeks, I would think.
Yeah.
But is he going to be enough? It seems like you add up Richie, Bunting, Mikheyev, Kerfoot. I mean, you look at all those guys. It's the same problem. None of those guys are going to collectively. You're not going to add them up for 10 goals.
Right.
Right? So,
yeah.
Richie's got to get a few bouncing off him. If not, he's going to have a hard time not seeing the press box pretty soon, particularly when Mikheyev gets back. In my opinion, I like Kerfoot. I like what he brings, but he's not going to play in the top 6, and he's a bottom 6 guy for sure. So
we put Mikheyev's a good point, Devo. But we've tried in previous years to have him play alongside Matthews, and it's just not there. It's like him and Kerfoot. Quick, right?
Yeah.
Pretty good hockey skills. Don't score much, and really aren't that kind of elite player. At least Bunting goes to the net, but he's having a hard time keeping up.
And his move is the move. That's his offensive skill set. Attack the goalie's pad with reckless abandon.
The folks at Brian's and the other pad manufacturers love him.
Yeah,
he's wearing out pads all over the league.
He's the only player left in the NHL that has a straight blade. He doesn't need a curve. Okay, well, you've heard it here first, folks. You tuned in wisely to the Ozone. See you next time.